Welcome again, guys. This video is going to be only for the PlayStation 3 collection that I have, and I hope you like it and you join me and enjoy this video that I'm going to do for you guys. So no further ado, let's get into the video. What's up, my people? This is Ulysses again. How you doing? Coming back for one more video. Finishing up the Sony PlayStation collection. I got video 1, video 2 for PlayStation 1 collection, PlayStation 2 collection, and right now we are working on the PlayStation 3 collection. This is a system that I played, but I didn't play much because at this time I was playing a lot of Xbox 360 games, and I have so much more Xbox 360 games. But when I did play PlayStation 3, I always enjoyed it a lot because what I do is I buy pretty much everything for Xbox. Third parties and exclusive for Xbox. However, I only buy exclusive for PlayStation. It's been going on since the PlayStation 3 and forward. It's a decision I made. I play more Xbox because I have more friends than Xbox, but I would never stop playing PlayStation 2 on my own time. And I have some friends online here and there, but it's not like Xbox. I'm not saying that I'm an Xbox player only. I'm a video game player. I play all games. I don't discriminate. I just love playing video games. And I am very proud of this collection. Before I start, I just wanted to tell you guys a little story of PlayStation 3. I came in the game on PlayStation 3 a little bit late because it was sold out like crazy. And I was able to get a 360 very easy and very quickly. I pre-ordered both of them, but my pre-order for some reason was part of the fifth or sixth wave of shipments. There was a lot of people pre-ordering the PlayStation 3. Figures, it's one of the best consoles out there. Even though they had a rough start, my understanding is that the PlayStation 3 outsold the Xbox 360 right at the end of that generation. Because there was always Xbox 360 that was dominant and always ahead and all that stuff. These are just facts that I'm finding online. I'm not saying Xbox is better or PlayStation is better. It's just those are the facts. For the generation, that generation seems like Xbox 360 was dominant the whole entire time, all the way to the end when PlayStation 3 decided to move forward, and then beat them. However, quick story: the day I took a whole week off from my job to go ahead and pick up my PlayStation 3. And I was so excited. I'm not going to tell you what game it was, the reason I was going to buy a PlayStation 3. It was a bundle with the game. And I remember having all the money. It was like $600 I had or $700 I had. And I remember working very hard to save up that money. Of course, I had a mortgage still and I had all these responsibilities. So I just saved up, until I got it. And I remember that day, I worked that day, half a day, and my managers kept on coming at me like this: 2 more hours to go, 1 more hour to go. I'm like, yeah. So they knew I was gonna go buy a PlayStation 3. I was so excited all week. I had the whole week off to play the PlayStation 3. And the time came. I clocked out. I got in my car, started driving to GameStop, and what happens? I had 2 flat tires. Boom, boom, in the highway. I was able to get to the emergency lane. I was able to get 1 donut into the car. And I didn't have an extra donut. So I had a little fix-a-flat. So I put fix-a-flat in the next tire. And I did my best to get to the exit that I needed to get to Town Fair Tire. I ended up buying all 4 tires because the other tires were already almost not done, but they were almost done, and then these 2 were not repairable. So I ended up spending my money that I was going to pay for the PlayStation 3, and I ended up buying 4 new tires. So I did not buy my PlayStation 3 that day. I bought it a couple months later. Eventually, I didn't get the bundle I wanted, but I did buy the game I wanted to buy that day. And I guess history tells itself, if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you, And maybe me buying those 4 tires was more important than buying the PlayStation 3, even though I worked very hard to get that PlayStation 3, which made me start from the beginning and work even more harder to get it. Because I did take the whole week off. I spent it with my wife, and we had a good time that week. We went to the casinos and stuff like that. Even though I didn't play, she played. That was part of the plan also, to go there and visit the casinos and stay a couple nights and chill. We had no kids at that time. So we had a good time. You know, it was a good week anyways. We went ahead and had fun, came back, and get to work. And my managers, my co-workers were all excited to see my face. And then you see the happiness or anything like that. They just saw me normal as a regular day. And I told them, you know, this is what happened. And they were bummed out. They wanted to chip in and give me all the money. I was like, nah, it's cool. Don't worry. I'll buy it. And it was cool of them. They wanted to chip in and, you know, give me all the money to buy me a PlayStation. But at that time, I bet you the PlayStation was not available. And I probably would not get that bundle, because that bundle, I told the person, hey, I can't buy it because this happened. And they were not willing to save me the PlayStation because it was so hot. People was coming in there asking for the PlayStation. Anyways, we got the PlayStation 3. That was my story. Let me tell you and show you my collection. And I'm going to start with this one, just random. I got them in a certain order here. No preference, but hopefully you like my collection. If you like the channel and you also like the content, feel free to comment, subscribe, follow, all that. Give me some ideas for future videos. That'll be great. But this is my collection of the PlayStation 3. Here we go. First one, even though it was not an original PlayStation game, I bought it. It was a HD remaster, because, you know, that was the phase at that time. HD, you know, from PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3, HD was the big thing. It was a limited edition. It has a little cool book, and it was Final Fantasy X plus X2. It was in the cardboard, and this is what came in with it. The book. As you can see, it has a code. Probably never used this code. And it has a booklet, manual at that time. So it has both games on one CD, as you can see. And this is the inside of that book. All the pictures. And to tell you the truth, if I saw this, I probably saw this once, and that's it. But it's always good to go back and see some of these arts. It's awesome. So it was a book, also a case at the same time, and you put the video game inside, and then you see the great pictures in there. I played Final Fantasy X. I never beat it. I never beat it in PlayStation 2. I know there was a lot of hype, but something, I don't know what it was, but something was about it. I was not feeling it at that time. I'll probably, if I play it now, I'll probably beat it, but I was not feeling it really. And I might have a lot of slacking comments here, but I might jump into it again now that I got it in multiple systems. I always support Final Fantasy. I wish that they were in both consoles, but it's not. Again, I'm not gonna not buy it on console because it's only in that console. No, I'm gonna buy it where it's at. I want to play it. And for example, Final Fantasy 16, only on PlayStation 5. Anyways, moving forward. This is a great collection that came out for the PlayStation. I was very excited. They're remastered in high definition. Also, there's 2 games in one, and that is Ico and Shadows of Colossus. I have a feeling these 2 games were individually. I might be wrong. I don't remember, but I'm glad that you know, I bought them both on the same disc, and it was awesome. It also has exclusive. This is the reason I bought it. Exclusive behind the scenes videos and, you know, more information about it. As you can see it right there. Very good games, guys. If you guys didn't pick this one up, go ahead, try to find that one. Very cool game. I'm not into flying games that much, but it was only $1, and I was like, why not? Let me just get it. It's only multiplayer. I bet you if I pop this in right now, it doesn't work. It might. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the PlayStation 3 servers and network are still on. They might be, but that is Warhawk. It's exclusive, so I'm more into exclusive gaming. And that was the Warhawk game. Next game is also a flying game, it seems like, but in a different aspect. I think it's about dragons and stuff like that, not planes. And by me saying dragons, you probably know what it is already. So it's Lair. I think it has a campaign. I don't think I ever popped this in yet. It also was very cheap. I think it was like $2 also. So this series is one of my favorite series in the Xbox series, and I had to buy it also for PlayStation because it was changed up a little bit. They actually went ahead, and when they did the remastered versions of them, they went with this series instead of the old one, because the old one kind of got messed up in the coding. They lost it or whatever their excuse is. But that is Ninja Gator Sigma and Sigma 2. So you got more characters, more content on these than the ones that you had before, like Ninja Gator Black, Ninja Gator 1, 2, 3. These had a little bit, all those content in one. You didn't have to buy DLCs, they had it already. And the mechanics is a little bit different, you know, with the remote control was a little bit different. Besides that, it was awesome. Next series is one of the series that I was very glad to pick up. I didn't buy my PlayStation 3 because of this series, but if I would have known the series was this good, I would have bought it with this series. However, when I did buy my PlayStation 3, like I told you, it was a bundle console with a specific game. That game has not come up yet. I'll tell you which one it is. However, when I ended up buying my PlayStation 3, when it was available for everybody to pick up in the stores, it was bundled with this game. And I was like, what the heck, let me just get it. I hear good things about it. Maybe I don't like it. And it was bundled with Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. Very good game. Oh my God, very good game. If you have not played this game, go play it. Very funny, very action-packed. And of course, it came with part 2 and 3. And I hear part 2 is the best one of the 3. I haven't played it. I played only the beginning, the part with the train and he's falling and stuff like that. I didn't continue because I don't have no time to play it, but I would like to go. There's a trilogy remaster, I think on 4 or 5, and I know I picked that one up too, so I might play it with there. And this is Uncharted 3 right there. Very good series, guys. If you have not picked that up, go ahead and pick it up. Like I said, there's a trilogy. I think it came out for part 4. And then it has the last version of part 4. And then there's also another one with the 2 girls in the cover. I forgot what was the name of it. This game, I picked it up because I was hearing so much good things with my friends that read comic books. And even though I don't read comic books anymore, I did used to read a lot of comic books before, DC and Marvel. And this was, you know, their game. Now, even though I thought you could use one of the heroes, you can't. You create your own hero and then you use that one. Because it makes sense. Who's going to run around with, you know, 1,000 Batmans and 1,000 Supermans around? Even though you could create them and make them look similar, they're not those people. But yeah, it's the DC Universe Online. Eventually, this game became free. This was, I think, like $20 when I bought it. And they had the 30-day trial code, and I tried it. And I think I played it for like 6 months. And after that, I said, no more, I don't want to pay for this anymore. I went ahead and paid for Final Fantasy 11 instead, which I was in a crazy mood of getting all the achievements. and one of my buddies that have been playing Final Fantasy 11 for many, many years, I showed him the achievements, and he just flat out said, "You're never gonna do that." He just flat out said, "You're never gonna do that." And I was like, "Why not? You do all of that like in 50 years." I was like, "Then I'm not gonna worry about doing it." Anyways, I thought this was a game, but it's more of a demo between 2 games. It's a fighting game here. I'm glad I picked it up though. It's called Tekken Hybrid. I'm sorry. And it comes with Tekken Blood Vengeance 3D. It comes with Tekken Tag, and it comes with Tekken Tag 2 Prologue. I think it has the movie, if I'm not mistaken. Which is awesome. I remember buying that up for like $6.99 in Target. It was hidden somewhere, and I picked it up. Let me buy it. I not knowing, I thought it was just the games, and I didn't know it was not. This is a cool concept. I'm surprised they didn't go ahead next in PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. Why they didn't bring this series back? But it was a cool concept. I liked it a lot. I wish they bring it back. Really, it's their version of Smash Ultimate, and I mean they even had Raiden from Metal Gear in the series. I think he was a guest character. I might be wrong, but they had all types of characters like Devil May Cry, Infamous, the Tekken characters. Drake was up in here. It was kind of cool, and that is the PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale. It's also cross-platform with the PS Vita. I wish they'd bring that back. That was awesome. I don't know if they had endings. In the comments, let me know. I did beat a couple characters. I just don't remember if they had endings, like, you know, the Tekkens, the Street Fighters. Let me know if they had it. Picked up this one, the All-Star Battle for JoJo. I hear that this is real hard to find. I'm very glad I picked it up. Very, very glad. This one was pretty much a bomb, but I'm glad I picked it up for Xbox and also for PlayStation 3. I think there was some exclusive characters. I might be wrong. Oh no, you see? I'll tell you the characters in a second, but that is Street Fighter Cross Tekken. But the PS3 version had exclusive characters. For instance, it had Code, it had Mega Man, and Pac-Man. I forgot who Code was. Maybe somebody from Capcom, Code. Maybe from Bionic Commando, I think. I might be wrong. I forgot. However, it just bombed. Nobody liked it. I liked it. I just didn't like that. I don't know. There was something about it that I didn't like. They did the whole combo system. I didn't like. It was just repetitive and it was weird. It was just weird. It was just didn't feel like a Street Fighter game. It didn't feel like a Tekken game. It just felt like a whole different thing. And I think they could have done a much better job. And I'm not the only one saying that. I got them. I supported them for both systems. And I bought this one just because of the extra characters. And those characters don't even look like the character. Like Mega Man doesn't look like Mega Man. Mega Man in this game looks like this. And the way I remember Mega Man looking is like this. And it's not. Like, why don't put the Mega Man that came out in the crossover between Capcom versus Marvel? You know what I'm saying? Like, put that Mega Man. Like, come on, Capcom. It's your character. Now, I didn't pick up this series. Well, I did, but I didn't play it that much on the PSP or the PlayStation 2. But I wanted the whole collection. And then, of course, the new ones that came out on PS4 and PS5, which is great. But I ended up buying them all. I'm glad I did because I want to go back and play them again and again and again. But it's the collection of God of War, the 2 PSP versions. Then I got the 2 PS2 versions. And then I got the PS3 one that came out, which is God of War 3. And then I got the God of War Ascension Collector's Edition. This is the one that came with a statue. Fortunately, I do have the statue, but I don't have it with me. I would have shown you, but it looks like that. For some reason, I used to hang it up all the time. I used to love watching it. For some reason, the arms used to come out for no reason. I'm like, is somebody taking out these arms? No, they just pop off for some reason. Any movement, like you open the drawer, blah, blah. I'm like, what the heck? Arms falling off left and right. It's crazy. Some other games, I don't think I ever played this one, but I picked it up because it was exclusive. And like I said, at that time, it was a craze of just picking up exclusive left and right, even if I play it or not. I don't even know if I popped this in there or not. But it's Untold Legends Dark Kingdom. I really don't remember picking it up. I just remember seeing it and it looked kind of cool. Genchi Days of the Blade. I did play this one. It was real cool. Didn't beat it, but it was real cool. And of course, we have to have this. But eventually, there's only one game here that's not part of that collection that came out recently. But the Yakuza series. Yakuza 3. Yakuza 4. And then this one never came out on the collection, which is the Yakuza Dead Souls, right? Yeah, Dead Souls. I think this is more like a shooter up in the TV and stuff. I might be wrong. I gotta check it out. I haven't played that one. Of course, I mentioned this game in one of my previous videos. Maybe I never posted it, but it was one of these games that I ended up playing many years later. I played it a little bit when it came out, but then something else came out and I stopped. but I enjoyed it so much that I dedicated a video for this. I have a feeling I have not uploaded that video, but I did play it in the PlayStation 4 version and played it on my PlayStation 5, and that is The Last of Us Part 1. Great, I mean, hands down, one of the best games I ever played in PlayStation history. The TV show was running at the same time. I think that was, I got hyped up and I saw the first episode. I was like, I gotta go play this game. And I played it from beginning to end. And then I gotta go back and watch the series because I did not finish the series. I didn't want to ruin the game for myself. So I said, let me not watch the series and play the game and then watch the series. The reason is because my wife sat down with me and watched the first 20 minutes of the first episode, and she loved it. And she hates video games, like hates video games. So yeah, I want to see that show again. So yeah, sure, no problem. This is one of these games that I wanted to play. It looked real cool. Never beat it, but I might have to pop this in, and that is Heavy Rain. This came out in a bundle. I'm gonna leave this right here, and I'm gonna talk about that bundle in a few minutes. However, I remember this exclusive game, and I was not very impressed with this game. I know they were hyping it up when it came out, but it was a launch title for the PS3. I remember that. That is Heavenly Swords. And this, I was very impressed with this. I did not beat it. However, I want to go back and play it again. It's one of these games that you need to commit. You cannot get out of it. You need to commit. That is Infamous Part 1. And then Infamous Part 2. I haven't even touched Part 2 because I haven't beat Part 1 yet. And there's also another game that came out, if I'm not mistaken, for the PS4. It was called First Lady. Didn't play it that much, so I don't know if they're related or is somebody else that got the power. But that only came out as a digital copy. I think there is a physical copy in the European version or something like that. I'm not sure. I wanted to pick it up. I know that for sure. So talking about Heavy Rain again. I know this game came out for the PlayStation 2, and it was bundled with Beyond Two Souls. Right? Is that what it's called? Beyond Two Souls? Beyond Two Souls. Yep. It was bundled up with Beyond Two Souls. I played this one and I played this one for more than an hour each. I loved them both, but I just didn't finish them. Don't know why. It just didn't continue to play them. I wish I picked up that bundle I saw in Walmart between these two, because I would like to play them again. I think some of these don't have trophies capabilities, and some of them do. And I would prefer playing them to try to achieve that trophy status, or unlocking that trophy status. We're gonna continue. This was in the time of the phase of, you know, shooting into your TV with the guns. It was crazy how they set up the PS3 version. I never got to play it because it was just not working right, I felt. But I do have the guns and the little cables that went around the TV and stuff, and that is Time Crisis 4. It was not as easy as it was in the PS2 that you just shoot and play. This is by Free Radical, they not even exist no more. Also by Ubisoft, and that is Haze. Very good game. I liked it. It seems I liked it. The reason I say this is because my daughter is saying, "Look, Dad, look." Remember, it's look, Mom. It's look. Looked it. And I just said the word myself. Haze, some militaries injecting drugs to get real strong, and so far what I played was decent. A lot of people don't like it, but it was decent enough for me to play it. This game I played it, I loved it. I was playing it for hours. Didn't beat it, but it was just very, very addictive. If you could play this game or pick it up, I think I saw it in Game Exchange for like $5. I picked it up when it was 60, but that is Starhawk. Very good game. Remind me of an RTS, but it's not RTS. Anyways, SOCOM 4 is the next one. You can use the Move controller for this. Very cool. I'm not sure it has a campaign. I think it's only online, but I might be wrong. I don't remember. It has a demo for Resistance 3. So I was very fortunate and lucky to pick up this series. I kind of hate that part 1 was not made for the PS3. It was made on PS2, which I love. Um, but that is the series that was supposedly going to change the PlayStation 3 forever, which it was a Halo killer supposedly back then. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, I loved it, but it's not no Halo killer, but it's a great game, and that is Killzone 2, and then also Killzone 3. Haha, now I tricked you. Walmart has some type of exclusive with some bundles that actually I was able to pick up many months or many years later, the Killzone trilogy that comes with part 1. So the 2 I mentioned, but because I was not able to pick up part 1, they only released it as a trilogy, and I ended up buying 2 and 3 again just to get part 1, which was only released on PlayStation 2. But now I'm able to enjoy it, and it also has trophies, which is awesome. Part 2 doesn't have, part 1 doesn't have trophies on PS3. All right, so I'm gonna show you the game pretty soon, the one that I wanted to buy bundled up. But I got 3 more games to show you, and I got a whole bunch more to go though. Resistance Part 1, great game. I enjoyed it. I beat it from beginning to end. Very good game. But I didn't play Part 2 or Part 3. And this Part 2 means a lot to me. It's the only item I bought in this specific store that closed down, and it was like 60% off. That was the store called Circus City. It's the only item I bought in that store. I've been in that store many times, but I never bought anything except for this game, and that's why I'll be surprised if it has the receipt or not, which it doesn't. I would have showed you it was Circus City. I just remember the girl was like, "Is that all you want?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's all I want." And she gave me the price, which is like $9.99 for a brand new game, because that game just came out that like 2 months ago. And then of course Resistance Part 3. Now the beginning of the story, remember when I told you guys about having the whole week off on my job? You know, my manager saying 2 more days, and then when that last day came up, 1 more hour, they all knew I was going to pick up this game. They were going to pick it up, but because they knew I didn't have PS3 and I was buying it for this game, they were hyped for me, you know, and they were hyping me up like it's going to be good, I can't wait, you know. They had the gamer tags for me and everything to put. So that game is still stuck exclusively for this system. You cannot play this game anywhere else, even though there's a lot of rumors that a remaster HD remake kind of thing coming out for PlayStation 5 and Xbox 3, Xbox X and X, and that is Metal Gear Solid 4. This is the reason I was going to play PlayStation 3 and picking it up. And to be honest with you guys, when I played it, I was a little bit disappointed, but I didn't beat it. I didn't finish it. I didn't enjoy it. Like I think that whole week messed it up. I'm doing this video and I'm getting kind of hype, and I might just pop it in and play it for 3 or 4 hours just to see what is the whole fuss about this game. I think what messed me up about this game is the whole DualShock 3 sensor compatibility, and you had to move your control. I didn't like that at all. And if you could see how it looks a little bit damaged, as you can see. I'm gonna tell you another story real quick about this game. A little bit damaged, right? The cover's kind of bent and all like that. In 2011, my house caught on fire, and it was not by my mistake or anything like that, but it was my neighbors, and she turned off a cigarette. Well, she thought she turned off the cigarette and put it in one of those pots with sand, and she thought she turned it off, but she didn't, and the cigarette was still burning, and wherever that pot was very near the wall of a siding, and the siding caught on fire and burned down 8 different houses, including mine. I'll show you the picture right here in a second. Even though I didn't care about any of my materials in my house. I was glad that I was able to wake up and take my wife and my dogs out of the house. We were very safe. I went around the building and started knocking on doors and helping other people come out from the building, especially this old lady in the back that, yes, she has a husband, they're elderly, but she was in a wheelchair. So I helped the husband bring her down and stuff like that. And, you know, woke everybody up by me, I guess, banging and kicking the doors, like, wake up, there's fire coming out everywhere. And they just came out. They were very thankful and everything like that. It's one of those things that you wake up and you see your room in smokes, and you get out of your room and you run to the hallway, but then you gotta duck down because there's smoke everywhere. You can't see nothing. And, you know, all those teachings from school comes into effect in a matter of seconds, like, you know, crawl, all that stuff. I remember grabbing a blanket and covering my wife because she was dressed, but she was not dressed properly to go outside. And I covered her up. I remember running back up, which was stupid, but I still ran up real quickly to grab my 2 dogs that, for some reason, we left them in the cages that night, which I'm very glad. Because I could only hear them barking like crazy. Like, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Why are they barking? They usually sleep at this time. It's because they were smelling the smoke. They felt danger. And yeah, I grabbed them, ran downstairs. I think that run, because I could see the siding, the fireproof wall burning down. That was what was protecting me to go down the stairs. But I think I inhaled a lot of smoke at that last trip. That they had oxygen on me and stuff like that, because I felt kind of like out of breath. Fortunately, my house burned down. They turned it down completely. They rebuilt the house again, up to code. And yeah, I was worried my stuff got burned, but it was not something I was concerned. And some of my games got messed up. You know, like this one, as you can see, they had little lines. It's because the fire department, you know, put water around and, you know, trying to turn the fire down. Don't regret it. It's just a reminder of me, it humbled me that, you know, we survived that and we could survive everything. Now my house is built up to code. It has fire sprinklers now, so if that happens ever again, I think we'll be safer. I don't recommend a fire for anybody. That's not something you should wake up to. It was one of those nights that you never forget. And, you know, sometimes I wake up shooken up sometimes because I feel like anything I smell like a fire, I wake up, not in a panic mode, but like, let me check the house. You know, it's always in your mind, you know? And now I have 2 little girls, even more, you know? Anyways, no more stories. We're going to continue with this, and we're going to continue with the Metal Gear Solid Legacy Collection from 1987 to 2012. This is all of them, all the way up to Part 4 on the PlayStation 3. Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear 4, Metal Gear Solid 2, Solid Snake, Solid VR missions, Fence, Peacemaker. I mean, there's so many here. It's not even funny. I can't even read them. They're so small. But there's like 9 games in there, which is awesome. And now they're thinking about making Part 4 again, and also doing a whole big collection. Anyways, let's continue. Racing games. We got, you know, I'll try and zoom through all of this. Ridge Racer 7. F1 Championship Edition. Full Auto Part 2. Part 1 is available for the 360. And this one is called Battle Lanes. Very cool game. Ferrari Challenge. Exclusive for the PS3. Skeeto. I got this also for the 360, but this was only $1. So I said, hey, what the heck? Let me get it. I had no racing. That was the reason I had no racing games for the PlayStation 3. So I picked that one up. Little Big Planet Karting. Awesome game. I played with my daughter. Twisted Metal. I think this was called Black, right? Just regular Twisted Metal. Then we have MotorStorm Part 1. Hours and hours of fun with this game. Hours and hours. Then we got Pacific Rift, which is Part 2. And then we got Apocalypse, which is Part 3. Then we got the Gran Turismo Prologue, Part 5. Then we got Gran Turismo 5. And then we also got Gran Turismo 6. Probably some of you guys didn't pick up that 6 because it was at very end of PlayStation Life. PlayStation 3 Life. A lot of people I don't think picked up the 6. We also got White Knight Chronicles Part 1. And then we also got Part 2. Then we got The Witch and the 100 Knight. Then we got The Guided Fate of Paradox. Then we also got Dragging Crown. Then we have the whole collection of the Sly Cooper 1, 2, and 3. And the reason I picked this one up is because Part 4 came out. And it was exclusive to PlayStation 3, and it also cross-platform to the is it PSP or PS Vita? PS Vita, yep. Also, a game that never came back out, I'm not sure why, but the Jak and Daxter collection remastered in HD, the whole craze with HD. Part 1, 2, and 3. And then the whole collection of Ratchet and Clank. 1, 2, 3. They don't have Part 4, which is kind of crazy, but it has the demo for Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, and a voucher good for 10-year anniversary, Ratchet & Clank Avatar, voucher good for access to the Sly Cooper demo. So this got 1, 2, and 3, which is cool, you know. Then we got the Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction. Tools of Destruction, did I say that right? And then we also got Ratchet & Clank, A Clank in Time. And then we also got Ratchet & Clank All for One. I heard this was real good. I haven't played none of the Ratchet & Clanks. I have no time. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get them all. We also get Ratchet & Clank Full Arsenal Assault. And then Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus. And it also has Ratchet & Clank Quest for Booty digital download. So it has, you know, the Quest for Booty, which I think I did that download. Hopefully I did. I think that was like the DLC for Ratchet and Clank. Yeah. And then, of course, we have the Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix, which is similar to that Final Fantasy X booklet. Oh, look, I got a receipt. Yay! And that is, I bought it for $39.99 with the vouchers and codes. I don't know what that was, but it's a cool little art. And right here. And this is the one I'm waiting for Avatar. I mean, for Amiibos, the last Amiibo. Hopefully, scalpers don't get them. And for some odd reason, I don't have the CD inside. So that most likely means, see, no CD inside. That most likely means that's inside my PlayStation 3 right now. Probably was playing that. But, you know, got some cool art, as you can see. Hopefully I didn't lose it. But I got other versions of it, so it's all good. Oh, maybe I gave it to my nephew so he could play it, and he never gave it to me because I had other versions to it. And you will see that in a few minutes. My last pile of games coming up. And these are pretty much RPGs, like I always like to do, RPGs for last. I'm not sure if this is even considered RPG, but I think it is, yeah. And this is a Folklore, same team that does, if I'm not mistaken, same team that did the Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain. Blaze Blue, fighting game. I don't know why this is here, but okay, whatever. I think it's all the anime. I probably confused it with RPG. As you can see, the price, it's $6.99. If you're a pro member, it was $6.29. That is The Last Rebellion. Then I got Time and Eternity. Cross Edge. Now it says in the back, where you will stand when 5 worlds collide. I'm assuming this game, Cross Edge, is one world. I see a lot of Darkstalkers characters. That's a different world. I don't know what are the other 3 worlds they're talking about. Maybe somewhere in the Capcom universe. I might be wrong, but it's not by Capcom. It's by NIS America. So they're probably using different worlds for other characters. I think I'm going to say this right. Is Drakengard 3? I might be wrong. Mojin Souls. This Gaiden Part 2. I know I butchered that name. I'm sorry, guys. Then Part 3. And then Part 4. And then we got Tales of Symphony. And then we got Demon Soul. This was already remastered for the PS5. And then we also got Ni no Kuni Part 1. Awesome game. Now, Part 1 of this game is on the 360 exclusive, but Part 2 came out for the PlayStation 3. And that is Records of Arrow Wars Part 2. Then we got Agua Pasa. And then we got Ragnarok Odyssey Ace. Now we got 3 of these games. I'm not sure which one came first. They all sound the same to me. Hyperdimension Neptunia. And then we got Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory. And then Hyperdimension Neptunia MK2. We got Tales of Grace F. I'm assuming F stands for Friends. We got Tales of Cilia. And a lot of people don't know this, but Tales of Cilia 2 also came out. And then, alright, that answers my question on where is the CD. So the CD was in the regular case of Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix, and then also 1.1 HD 2.5 Remix. So let me go ahead and take this CD, which is this one, and I still have the original one on this one, and put it where it goes, which is why did I buy the exclusive? I don't know, guys. I must have bought the exclusive first, but it doesn't match the covers of everything else. So I said, let me get another one, and that's why it's the red cover, and I bought it then too. Probably bought it very cheap, because I like having my games all in these little plastic covers. And those are the last 2 I have, guys. The Kingdom Hearts series right here. And that is my collection for the PS3. Thank you very much for seeing the video, guys. If you have any questions on any of these games, why you didn't play that game yet, is a good game. If you see any of these games that I should be playing, let me know. Like I said to you guys, I buy a lot of exclusive games, so even though I didn't play it, I just wanted my collection. Eventually, I'm going to play them. And that's pretty much it. If you have any question, comment, feel free to go ahead and comment, follow, subscribe, like, dislike, whichever way you want to do it, it's fine with me. I'm planning on doing a video for the comments pretty soon for the whole collection. So if you haven't seen the other videos, feel free to watch those. Tell me which one is your favorite game so far on the whole collection. Part 4 and Part 5 is coming out pretty soon. Let me know when I'm done. Which one is your favorite collection so far? Another thing is, keep on playing, guys. Because if you're a gamer, if you love games like I do, you're going to be playing to 99. So keep on playing, guys. Enjoy your games. And games is not a distraction in life, like people like to say. People like to talk bad about video games, and I love video games, and I will defend the video games to the end. It just takes me to a different world when I'm probably stressed or don't have nothing to do, and it just puts me in a good mood when I'm done playing it, so I can continue in life. So just feel proud that you're a gamer, and don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And that's it, folks. This is my collection for PlayStation 3, and wait for the PlayStation 4 collection. Peace out. This is Ulysses. See you until the next video.